Hello. I don't know why I'm so out of breath. I literally just got on the couch. That's all I did. Anyway, well, I did walk upstairs, but so it's the end of the month. Got my RuPaul microphone, and yeah, I'm going to do a end of the month recap and review, and also share a little bit about how the daily posting is going, because as of right now, I've done 136 consecutive videos since mid-July. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly Ferguson, and I have, I guess, all the videos that I've posted in the last 4 months have been related to this 365-day experiment that I have been engaged in. I use the word experiment intentionally because this is not a challenge. This is not something I'm doing that has like certain benchmarks that I'm trying to reach or an outcome that I want to experience at the end of it. There's no rules to it, really. It's simply an experiment based on a desire to explore what daily engagement with my creativity and movement would look like. So there's that layer to it. And then what it would look like if it was self-led, if I listened to my body and what it wanted and needed, if I was withdrawing from things that I have learned, absorbed, experienced in being surrounded by diet culture, being kind of it's in the water, it's in the air. And so I really wanted to engage with my body and question some of the things that I have maybe learned or picked up in the past, and really discern, like, does this work for me? Does this work for my body? And why am I doing X, Y, and Z? And is it because I'm trying to, like, what is the outcome? All of these kinds of questions, you know? And so that's really what this experiment has been about. I debated in the beginning whether to make the videos public or unlisted on my channel. I knew I wanted to document the process, like that was important to me. I could journal about it, but I wanted to do it in video form. Part of the other reason why I wanted to document it via video and publish it on my channel was because I also wanted to engage in this experiment through video, but not from this place of like it being content, because I'm also a portrait photographer and have used these spaces for like marketing purposes, and that is fine. But I did not want this experiment to be about marketing. I did not want it to be about building a channel. I did not want it to be about gaining subscribers. I did not want it to be about any of that, but pure documentation of my process. That's it. And so that was another reason why I wanted to like do it this way and have it be different than what I've been used to when it comes to video and just sharing on a platform such as YouTube. So so far, the process has been really quite amazing, actually. I guess, yes, I am surprised, but that I've made it this far and I've posted 136 videos. But the reason why I think I've been able to do that is because it's not feeling like a chore, it's not feeling like content, and so there's a freeing element to that. I also think that um, because I'm not externally driven and motivated by those things, um, I guess I just have more energy to put toward this, but I'm also not spending a whole lot of time like worrying about it. Like my video process, my documenting process is very simple. I'm not overthinking things. Like this is pretty like cut and slice type editing. I'm not doing anything fancy in that way. I am making the thumbnails for each month all the same. Like there's just not a lot of uh I'm trying to make this as simple as possible on myself, and that also like saves energy. It also just simplifies the process and so makes it like easier for me to do. And so I think the things that have burnt me out in the past when it comes to like sharing things or making videos about things, it's because there's different motivations behind it, I suppose. Whether it's like client work, or I feel like I'm maybe sharing something to attract clients or build um, an email list or whatever it is. Like there's just not that. I'm not putting stuff out there for really any kind of reciprocation, I guess. And so it has a very different energy to it. I'm enjoying like what I'm putting into it and how I'm going about it, but I'm just not expecting anything in return. And that feels kind of good actually. So um yeah, so that's how that's going. And what else do I want to say about this? The first 3.5 months, I had like photography clients, but like my workload and my day-to-day life was pretty simple. Like I don't have kids. I don't it's me, my wife, and our two dogs, and like my responsibilities in terms of places to be, things to do, like is pretty minimal. I did acquire a part-time, like an additional side gig, if you will, and to aside from my photography business that um, is different. But even, let's see, I've been in that job now for 3 weeks and I work 3 days a week. Still, it's not like I have other things that I do. Um, like I'm an assistant for another artist, and then I do take photo clients. So it's not like I'm not working, but without this cafe job, I did have more time, but even still, like um, I don't dedicate hours and hours of my day to these videos. I've been able to keep from like recording to uploading, editing, getting the thumbnail, all that kind of stuff, like an hour and a half max that I put into it. So I feel like that's reasonable and um yeah, consistently be is consistently the amount roughly amount the amount of time that I put towards these videos. So anyway, I guess what I'm saying is being what 4.5 months in now, and I am thinking about like what I'm going to do next month. I guess the one thing that has slightly shifted um, with the experiment is that I have discovered that I really do like making videos. I do like YouTube the best out of all the social platforms, more than Instagram, more than Facebook. I'm not on TikTok. And so YouTube is my favorite place to be. Like that has become abundantly clear. And I love making video films or whatever you want to call them in landscape over vertical video. And so I prefer sharing videos over here than say like on Instagram. I did post like I have done like a few crossover sharings on my Instagram and like Facebook page, but it doesn't feel like, I don't know. I kind of just like keeping my YouTube videos over on YouTube. Oh yeah, and so the other thing that has like slightly shifted in regards to like my relationship to this process is that I do like want to kind of discover like what this channel, like I'm thinking more about like my channel and the like what this project may be emerging into, and really like it feels like there's a deeper message and life view, I guess, or just philosophy that is emerging, and I would like to dig in a little bit more on what that is. I think anytime I engage in some kind of process with something, whether it's, photography or like you're really discovering something about yourself, like, a point of view, a philosophy, a stance about something, motto, I don't know, like I'm kind of synthesizing, if you will, what I'm about, and maybe a little bit around like what I want to be known for, what's my footprint, my fingerprint, if you will, you know what I mean? I am curious to dive into that a little bit more, similarly to the zine I made about my scoliosis story. Like making the zine about it, really, I was like, okay, what is it about this story and my experience with this do I want to say and put down and document? Like, what is the core here? What is what's the narrative? What's the story? And so in that sense, I'm wanting to do that for my channel, like really kind of discover what story I'm trying to tell here, what narrative is emerging. I think I have like little bits and pieces of things that are revealing themselves to me over the last 46 years that I've been alive, and I would love to, find a way to gather it and have like almost like a digital garden, if you will. Like what am I choosing to put in my garden? What does my garden look like? And what am I growing here? Yeah, that's I think where I'm at with my channel, and where I want to explore a little more intentionally, still engaging in the spirit of the experiment with this 365-day process that I'm in, and go a little bit deeper into what it is that I want to create and what is wanting to be created from me. I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. But I think that's where I'm at right now. All right, so that's all for today.